Hey guys, welcome to this video. Today we will be unboxing the DJI Mini 3. I already opened this. I just opened it to check everything is fine, and now we will see what's inside this. The first thing you will see is the DJI Mini 3. Alright, when we open, we have the drone. This is obviously closed, and if you open it up, here you have the drone, okay? As you see, it comes with a gimbal protector. Like that. Okay, and here it folds, but there is also the protection for the gimbal. So yeah, you can take this off. Alright, and now you have the gimbal free. It has more protections, like here, that it says charge to activate the intelligent battery. Alright, the drone will not turn on if you don't activate the battery. To activate the battery, you just simply have to connect it to the power. To get the drone ready to fly, we have to unfold the arms. Alright, the front ones go with that circular movement, and the back ones are just simple. As we see, this is the drone completely ready to flight, and now we will see what it's more inside the box. Alright, so if we continue, we can take this off and we will find this. Here we have all the cables, all the instructions and everything you will need. There are here the cables, and here the manual, and also some extra propellers. Here we have the screwdriver. This is the charging cable, mini USB to USB-C cable. If you have a phone that charges with USB-C, you will need this cable. USB-C to USB-C, if you have an Android phone or the newer iPhone phones, you will need to use that cable. Here are the manuals, tells you the basics. So yeah, it's important to read that before taking off and before using the drone. Next, we will find the controller, and of the plastic we have here the DJI RC-N1. If we look here, we can put our phone. Here you will see it basically comes with a lighting cable to connect your iPhone. With that cable we can change this and use it for another phone. Here at the bottom part of the controller you see this. Scroll it here, and it's for the joystick of your controller. You have two, so you have your controller ready to operate. And now we will see all the buttons and functions it has. First of all, the left joystick. In the normal mode, mode 2, left joystick is basically to move the aircraft up and down with vertical, and rotate it with the horizontal. Alright, the right controller is for the movement in the plane. Alright, with the vertical axis you can go forward and backwards. With the horizontal axis you can go right or left. Here in the center we have the modes. Alright, if we put here, we have the Cine mode, which basically reduces the speed of the aircraft. Here is the normal mode, and here is the sport mode, which means that the drone is faster. All these modes and the speeds of the modes can be configured in the configuration of the drone. So yeah, here we have two buttons. This button over here is for returning to home, and this button over here is to turn on the controller. Here we have a camera button to toggle between photo and video mode. Here we have the last button. It's a function button which you can configure in the DJI Fly App. In the configuration of the drone, you can assign a function to this button. Here in the top we see a button and this wheel over here. This button is to take photos and record, and this is to control the gimbal. Here at the bottom we have the charging port. So yeah, now when turning on any device, you have to activate the battery. You will use this cable over here. This cable is a USB-C to USB-C cable. It comes only the cable. In my case, I didn't have, so I bought this charger. Alright, this is the charger. As you see, it has to be 30 watt. It has to have this USB-C connection. So then you will connect this. Now I have the drone connected. When you see that the drone is already charging, this means the battery has successfully been activated and you can turn it on. Now we're gonna proceed with the connection of the drone. Alright, and as I have an Android phone, I take this out. Alright, so now that we have the drone connected, we plug it in, tap once and then hold. We have the camera of the drone. We can finally fly. Now you're seeing the screen of the phone. We can have a look at everything we see. First, at the top left, it's the mode. Alright, if I put in cinema mode, it changes if we put in normal mode or sport mode. Alright, everything is in Spanish because I live in Spain, but the application will put the language based on your IP. As you see in my bottom left, there is a compass, and if we look at the top right, we can see the battery, it's at 25%, the connection with the controller, and how many satellites. Here we can change to horizontal and vertical. Here is for the zoom, and this is the focus mode. Down at the left, it's the height and distance. So guys, one recommendation: as the drone is not flying, it's not ventilating. So I would recommend you, here I have a fan, so just put it here to let it have some ventilation. Next one, here we can see the settings of video or photo, and here we have all the photos or videos that we made, but it doesn't have any card. This drone needs to have a micro SD card as this one. Alright, this is a SanDisk 64GB card. You will put the micro SD card in the back of the drone to have a storage. Okay, so when you go here in the main menu, you see up in the left there's a firmware update. So you click install and it starts downloading the firmware update. Alright guys, so this was the video for the DJI Mini 3. So a part 2 will be coming soon, where we will take off with this drone. Alright, so I hope you like. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe. It will help a lot, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.